Good morning and welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony. Today's going to be a daily vlog of just everything that happens in the day. This is the last day of July. I can't believe July is almost over. But we have a busy day. Art has some errands he needs to run. I have some things I need to do. So we have two cameras. We're going to take you guys along for our day. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Art has left. I'm going to attempt to get canning. First off, the weekend is over and we have a lot of mess in this kitchen. For all you guys who need to see a little bit of reality here, here's some reality. This is what happens after a weekend, and part of this is cleaned up, but Art also just got all my canning stuff out. Before I can start any of this, I need to pick this up. I need to get this tidied for my mindset. We've had so much humidity, for whatever reasons, the doors have swelled. I can't shut my doors now, which I'm hoping it'll dry out this week so those doors can close, but you can see that one's open. That one's open. They just don't want to stay closed. This one is open up here. Yes, a little bit of reality here. So I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes, see how much I can get in 10 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Art will be gone for about an hour. It's 9:38. I'm not sure I'm going to get the canning done before he comes home, but at least I'll have it started. At least that's my goal. That's better. 10 minutes. I got this counter cleaned off. I'll get the jars washed and start boiling, and then I will finish up this counter. We have some small mouths here that we've been using this here, so I'll have to deal with those. We don't do small mouths for pickles, too hard to load, but progress. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Dad's coming with more hay.
Probably have to put a few in the van.
No. Daddy's putting in the last baby.
Last one going inside the van.
Boom. You're hot.
I'm very hot.
I have all my jars washed. They are in the process of getting sterilized. I have all my cucumbers. They are weighed. I picked my garlic. I have garlic and dill, and those are all set. I am going to start prepping all these. Kids aren't home yet. It is 10:47, so Art's been gone a little over an hour. I was right. I'm not going to get it done before they get here, but I'm going to have most of it prepped. Full video on the dill pickles if you guys want to see how to actually do the whole process step by step is going to be up either before or after this video. So that has been filmed, so you guys can watch that if you want to see the whole process. But otherwise, this is what we've got so far, and I'm going to try to buckle down and finish this up before they get here, knowing that it won't get done, but at least the majority of it will be done. And as usual, the first major canning of the season. It just takes me so long to get into my groove. And then once we get going, just, you know, every time after this, it just really moves right along. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm on the slow boat this morning, just having to wash the kitchen and get everything cleaned up before we even started canning. But we're making progress. It's slow. I have everything prepped and ready to pack the jars. The jars have been sterilized. I have the lids here and I have the brine all set. So I'm just gonna try to get going with all this. Art took the kids up to our rental property to work on some of the plumbing up there. We have 4 days left before our building permit expires. We are very close to getting that permit to be approved. He has come, the inspector's come several times. I didn't have a chance to film any of that, but he has come. He's told us what we need to do. So Art took all the kids up. He's putting in the shut-off valves, and then we need to go get faucets, but I need to finish all the canning first. So he took the kids there. I will go up later, or unless they have to use the bathroom, because there's no bathroom up there, so he'll have to drive back home with them. But it's getting there. We are excited. I'm hoping I can take you guys over to the property and you can check it out for yourselves and see the progress, because I'm very excited about it. It's not painted, but the toilet's in, the sink's in, we just need the faucet. Yeah, so close. Well, that's frustrating. I put the jars into the canner and one of the jars cracked. Happens every year, and try my best, it always happens. I think it's just because I use older jars. They're constantly being used for so long that sometimes the glass gives up. Usually it floats. I don't see any of them floating, so maybe I didn't hear it crack, but I think it did. Have leftover cukes here and then some brine. I'm just gonna put these in the fridge with some dill and garlic and let them brine in the refrigerator. We'll use them as refrigerator pickles. The kids will love it. And I gotta go charge my battery because the camera ran out of battery. Isn't that how it goes? The pickles are done and it got really gray outside. I looked in the radar and we got rain coming and we've got the hay outside. So I've got to cover it. We can't get in the barn right now. Cover it and try to protect it from the rain. I know you guys are all wondering, where did we get this trailer load of hay? And oddly enough, someone up in Saratoga Springs, they had horses and they had leftover hay and they just wanted to get it out of their house, or their shed or barn or wherever they had it located, and it was free. And we use hay for our chickens. So Art was able to go up with Peter's help. They were able to pick up a whole trailer load of hay for free. It just took a little bit of time to unload it. So before we could get it unloaded, we had that rain coming in. So that's why we are tarping it right here. We are on our way to Lowe's and we just passed a car. We figured it's from the 1920s. Did you see they even had the tied-on hats?
Yes, it's probably like from the early 20s.
Yeah, that was neat. I tried to turn the camera on, didn't catch it in time. And then we also passed the trains and we saw 3 troublesome trucks. If you guys watched Thomas, they were filled with, it looked like stone.
And the kids were talking the whole time about trains.
Yes, when we went to Steamtown earlier this year. Lots of excitement. We left several of the kids, the girls, home with a neighbor since we don't have Peter this week. And she's playing games with them. And I have Daniel and...
Mom, I know what we saw. All the lights were, all of them were red.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why were they all red?
I don't know.
That car was
The engineers know. I don't.
So we have Daniel and Lily with us. Hannah's napping. The other girls are home with my neighbor, and we're going to Lowe's to look for 2 faucets. They're just your basic bathroom faucets, 4 inches on the center, and all right, we're gonna go see what we can find.
That's a nice blue car.
Oh, so what is a truckload event, Art?
I guess they have truckloads of stuff that they want to get rid of.
Maybe
we'll help them get rid of 2 faucets.
Yeah, should we find truckloads of plants?
Oh no.
Okay, I am not usually given to impulse purchases, as Art knows very well.
Yes.
But I found this. Let me tell you, with a whole bunch of girls in the house, I do not need to tell you guys how many times I have to unclog our bathtub, and once in a while our sink. And I found these 22-inch hair removers for trees. $3.98 well spent if they work, because I have spent hours pulling my bathtub apart.
And tell them what the guy behind us said.
And so we're checking out, customer behind us, he stops me, he goes, ma'am, let me tell you something. I have got girls too. These are the best. He goes, just be prepared for what comes out. He goes, but they work. He goes, it's such a simple thing, but it's worth it. So, for all you guys, I will try it out, let you guys know. And it might be the next best thing that you're gonna wanna get for your own house. It was $3.98.
They're the troubles with trucks, Danielle.
All right, change of plans. We are back home. We got the faucets, and we were going to head up to the rental property, except we just got a phone call saying our electrical inspector is on his way. We didn't know that. So we have to go up there. I mean, we were going there anyways, but we're gonna be going for the inspector and not necessarily to install the faucets. Change of plans. That's how it goes. We passed.
Yay, we did.
Yay.
So that's one more step.
Right, we need to check on to make sure we don't need a framing inspection. And he says if we don't need a framing inspection, we can seal up the walls and get the final inspection. All in 4 days, well, 3.5 now.
We can do it.
Can we?
I think so.
Art, this truly feels like a snail's pace challenge. You know that, right?
Yes, it feels like it's being so pathetically so.
It feels like a snail's pace challenge, but then we're always rushing at the very end to get it done in time. Although the last snail's pace challenge, we didn't quite get it done in time.
What was that one?
The one in, we were gonna get it done, by June 26th.
Oh, yeah, you mean for this one?
Yeah, we didn't get that one done.
June 26th did not happen.
But we didn't put a, what did we used to call them? The punishments?
Penalty, yeah.
I don't remember. We didn't do that this time. Yeah, just too crazy. Anyways, that's good. We are very happy that that passed. So now we can finish up the faucets. I don't think I showed you the faucets we got. Art says they're nothing exciting. This is just pretty much your basic faucet for downstairs. We're just going simple. This is the downstairs sink. Again, we're not pushing to get this room done, although Art did get the wallboard in earlier today. I think you just need to install the toilet now, right?
Yeah, I put the wallboard in so I can put the toilet in.
And he's got the water shut off right there. But we're not working on this right now because obviously that main push is to get the bathroom up here done. But this is the faucet that we got for up here. So we're going with that black theme for everything. And we just decided to get this one here with a high gooseneck, because we just thought people would want a little bit more room when washing their hands and things like that. Art got part of the shower in, but we have to see if this is gonna work. We hired someone to put this piece in, that's the shower control knob in. Art got this all soldered and all the pipes hooked up for that. We still need to come up with a way to close the back of this off. I'm not sure how Art's gonna do that. We haven't had that conversation yet. Obviously, we gotta do some cleanup still. Uh-oh. Looks like we lost part of the toilet lid. Oh well, at least toilet lids are replaceable. You know, some days you just can't plan what's gonna happen. We're on our way to my great uncle, right?
Yes.
His funeral. I only saw him once in my life that I know of. Maybe I saw him when I was a baby, but once as a teen. And I just got word yesterday that he had passed, and his funeral. Now my dad's brother and sister-in-law flew in from Oklahoma to come to the funeral. So we are going to the funeral, visitation, I guess. The funeral's tomorrow. We can't do that, but we're going to the visitation.
It's a crazy day.
It's a crazy day. It's an exciting vlog. All in one day. Canning. Free hay. rental property. Unexpected electrical inspection and passing of that.
Yay!
And now a visitation. And I'm sure the day's not over yet. All right, we made it. We saw some extended family I hadn't seen in probably 20, 25 years. And now we are dropping some cookies off to Grandma because they come home tomorrow. For the grand mice from Lyd and Grace from Space. And that's what Grandpa likes to call them. Grace and Lydia. All right, there's something, a special treat for Grandma.
I have a fat bat.
Whoa.
Look at that fat bat. It's in bad shape.
What? Oh, you're supposed to hit the other. You're supposed to hit it to the field, not to Grandpa's and Grandma's house. So. Okay. Here.
Well, find the apples and put them in the pile. Oh, look at this pretty apple. This would be good to eat. It's a big apple too. Daddy's up for batting. Not yet, but soon.
Oh,
Dad's up for bat.
There we go.
He's striking. Oh! Strike three! He got it, but it rolled backwards.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Dad's up for bat again. Oh! That goes far. Another time.
There we go.
Dad, what's this?
Okay, who's next?
Me! Some apples at me, Dad. Hi.
I think Daddy's gonna fat back. Hey, watch out! Grace is at bat. Oops. Oops.
How do you make a stop sign?
Woo! She got that one.
How do you make a... Mommy's up for bat.
Watch out!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I better move. My turn! That's my turn! Oh! Save the apples! Whoa!
Yeah, you're dangerous there. Mommy's coming after us.
Hannah, what are you doing? Are you collecting pinwheels? Wow, you have a lot.
Hannah is having a blast picking up all the apples that the kids miss. Welcome's home is spelled right up there. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. Are you going to try to write it?
Nope.
Oh, there goes another apple.
White.
Hannah's just loving the apples. They're going everywhere. Woo! There's one. Almost hit me.
Okay,
Flatten the bottom. Just flatten the bottom and then
they cut them in half.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
3 running away.
So the kids are trying to put apples on the heart for Grandpa and Grandma,
Now that's
but the problem is the driveway's on an angle, and they're all rolling down.
How about we cut them in half? What's Grandpa going to be like, do you think?
Well, I'm wondering if the deer will come up and eat these tonight. And
Oh,
Grandpa will
yeah.
see it in his camera.
I have to get those two I just dropped next to me.
Welcome home.
Just the apples. And here's the apple.
No, Hannah.
He ain't going nowhere. Here, Dad, get some more.
Okay, thank you.
Line them up.
Mom, take some half apples and put them right here so that when the apples fall, they just get caught in here.
Oh, okay.
At the bottom, so any apples are
I don't know. Maybe I started too big of a project.
Nope, you didn't.
Yeah, Oh, that's what I was saying. That's what make it smaller. What?
Right now. Yeah, look for ours.
And the final product.
What do you think?
Art wrote, "We had fun destroying your driveway. Grandpa loves a clean driveway." And Lydia wrote, "Welcome home." And then we all
I wrote a heart and then
made the heart. We made a deer feast buffet. We'll see if the deer come over and eat it, and Grandpa can see it on his camera. Just for you, Grandpa. All right, guys. It's almost midnight. It's been a day. I'm pooped. I'm tired. I'm gonna head off to bed. So, Art's still working. He went back to our rental property to see if he could get some more work done and get those faucets in. I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow's a new day. So, thanks for coming along. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time. Good night.